guys. Welcome to the stream. Let's start off with a gong. Ooh, how fitting was that?
That's a good one.
Oh, guys, it's good to be back. I missed you all, every single one of you. I don't know how many people are watching right now, but it feels like it's a good audience today. We're getting audio. Is everyone good? We had a little bit of an audio issue
Check
last
1
week.
2. Hello.
Check 1 2. Hello. Okay. Guys, welcome to the Tuesday live stream, also known as the Tuesday podcast. Some people call it the Alliance Show. It's got a whole bunch of different names. But anyway, guys, we're glad that you're here today. We are officially in the studio. Hopefully everything's looking great on your end. Looks good on ours. You know, we're still building it out. Got a little Beardbrand sign up here. Got a little Beardbrand poster over there. Some sort of blue light behind us. But overall, you know, man, it feels good to be in here. It's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, man. So if you guys don't know, I am Jack Malaco. To my left, your right is a guy we call SLC, Sylvester Louis. Is it Louis or Lewis? I always gotta wonder.
It's I answer to almost anything these days, but Sylvester Lewis.
Sylvester Lewis.
Sylvester or
Sweet, man. Let me get
man.
let me get a little bit of this. You know what? Okay, so here's the deal. I went to go drink from this and I kind of forgot which cup of coffee or like actual coffee cup I grabbed. If you guys can see this. This is, I don't know if this is the Whisker Dam, but this cup of coffee has like a little thing right there so that your mustache doesn't get wet. So every time I go to drink from this thing, I'm like, oh, hello, delicious coffee. But I'm like stopped by this thing. So I don't know. It's interesting. It'll probably save me at some point, but at this right now, it's just confusing. Anyway, guys, we got a lot of stuff planned for today. As always, we've got the live stream giveaway going on down in the description. If you guys want to go check that out, remember you got to give us three things if you want to be part of that. Give us your name, give us your email address so that if you win, we can send you your prize. What's the prize today?
the prize
as always.
is...
I'm going to put you on the spot, man.
The prize is a $50 gift card.
Excellent. We're going to give away 3 $50 gift cards to the Beardbrand website. If you win, you will be getting one of those in your email. So, of course, again, when you enter into the giveaway, make sure that you're giving us your name, your email address so that you can get the $50 gift card to Beardbrand. And then third and most important of all, you guys know what it is. It is your YouTube channel name. YouTube channel name, of course, is that thing that pops up next to whatever you type in the chat. If you'd want to go ahead and just type the word test into the comments right now, whatever pops up next to the word test is your YouTube channel username. Give us that, because at 45 minutes in, we're going to call the first name. We're going to tag that name in the chat. If that name is not here, don't win. And if we don't have a name to tag in there, man, don't win either. And, of course, the most important thing out of all of that is you got to be here, okay? If you're not here when we call you out, we're going to tag you in the chat. And if you do not respond to the chat, don't win. All right?
Yeah.
A little bit of a delay. We know some people are on a little bit of slower internet. We're trying out the new studio. Internet's not lightning fast in here right now, but, we'll try it out. All right? In the meantime, guys, go ahead and enter into that. I see a lot of people typing a test right now, so that's awesome. All right? Make sure that you're getting those names into the giveaway. All right? In the meantime, let's see what else is on the agenda as I lean forward and grab my laptop. It's so far away. Let me just rest this coffee on this expensive laptop.
Yeah, don't spill that coffee on yourself.
I know, right?
Big guy.
Okay, so let's talk about what we're going to talk about today. The first thing that I want to talk about today is, if I can get this to work, is the title of the video, which we're not going to jump into completely right now. I just want to let you guys know that at a certain point after we do the infamous style consultation, we will go into our sort of podcasty kind of update where, we sort of just shoot the breeze, talk about whatever. We've got some topics that we haven't discussed previously that we wanted to bring up in this one today. We're going to be talking about your partner that's, your significant other and your beard. Do they like your beard? Do they hate your beard? Do they let you grow a beard? We're going to get into that. And that's going to be after the style consultations. But besides that, guys, you know what we got to promote today. You know what we got to talk about. It's been sitting over there the entire time. Guys, if you are on our subscribers list, if you have subscribed to our kick-ass newsletter, you already know what this is. It's the utility bar. Can I get one of those, man, real quick? Let me take a sip of this coffee
I was
quick.
acting like Vanna White over here.
Vanna White? All right.
Did I just age myself?
I was going to say, I'm like, man.
Can I have a vowel?
Yeah, jeez. That is too hot. I'm going to set that down for right now. I'm going to let that cool down. Anyway, so today, if you are on the subscribers list, this is the utility bar. It is our new sort of bar soap situation, but man, it is sort of an all-in-one bar, okay? Here we go. Let's take one out and let's show you guys what it looks like, okay? It's in this little cellophane, plastic, whatever you want to call it. And this is honestly, I mean, it's Eric Bandholz's favorite product of all time that we've made so far, and it's quickly becoming one of my favorites. So it looks like this. This is the Tree Ranger variant. It's available in the silver line. I believe it launches publicly Thursday, right?
Yep. It is available right now.
It is available right now if you are part of the subscribers list or if you are subscribed to our newsletter. Is that correct, Josh?
Yep.
Okay,
Yes.
great. Awesome, guys. So you guys can pick this up, and on first glance, you're probably like, oh, it's a bar of soap. That's pretty cool, but it is actually more than a bar of soap, guys. It is bar soap. You can use this on your body. You can use this in your hair. You can use this on your face. And one of my favorite things that we're actually doing a video on this week is a shave soap. So this is actually a really cool thing. A lot of guys don't know this about this product is you can, if you put this into a scuttle or a cup or whatever you want to do, get your brush, lather this thing up. You can actually shave with this thing. So if you want to do up your cheeks, want to get that neckline nice and even and nice, get yourself one of these, man. So go ahead and get one of these. They are selling out so fast. We've been getting updates as we've been setting up this podcast / live stream thing that we've already sold out of like one of the scents, right?
That's awesome.
Dude, these things are going fast right now. So get on this. Like, buy one. Like, I don't know. Get another tab going and get one right now if you are part of the subscribers list. Get it before they're gone, man. These things are going fast. I feel like I'm part of like QVC. I'm like, get it before it's gone.
You know why I say that's awesome, Jack?
Why, man?
Is because if the silver line does really well,
Yeah.
you know what that means.
What does that mean, man?
That means that we get the gold line.
I know, and I'm excited
in
about
this,
that, man. I'm
in this
really
product.
excited about that because don't get me wrong, man. I love the silver line, and I've got tea tree stuff sitting right off camera, but I'm a sucker for Temple Smoke lately, and I would love to have one of these in Temple Smoke. I'd be really, really excited to have one of these in Temple Smoke.
Definitely. I had I've got I think it was a prototype of something, but it was a old money one.
Oh yeah,
And,
back when that was being tested.
Yeah, and I got to travel with that, and dude, it's the only product I take to cleanse the entire body.
Yeah, it was
everything.
It travels really well. That's what one of my favorite things about it is. I just kind of I put it in a plastic bag just to keep it safe. I don't want it to get hit by anything.
Same here.
Yeah, and that's totally fine. Just throw in a little Ziploc and you're good to go, man. But seriously, I don't know. This is the first new product we've had in a long time. I mean, since I've been on board, there hasn't been like a absolutely new product that no one's ever seen before at Beardbrand. We've come out with different fragrances within certain products, sea salt spray and all that good stuff. We've changed around some things, but this is the first honest to goodness new product.
Yeah. So I mean, you're gonna have to if you like Jack said, if you got a tab open, just snag it because they'll
go ahead and grab one of these because they are going to go fast, man. They are going so fast. Like seriously, I'm like, man, do I need to get one of these before they're all gone? But anyway, guys, go ahead and get yourself one of those. Seriously, they are an incredible product. Launches publicly, I believe, Thursday. If you're on the subscriber list, if you're not part of the subscriber list, go ahead and sign up to our Kick-Ass newsletter, which is on our main page. That's beardbrand.com. Going down to the bottom, sign up for the newsletter. All right.
And if you are become a subscriber, you get in at an exclusive subscriber price.
Exactly. It's actually at a lower price right now. So that's another incentive to pick this up, man. Again, feel like QVC over here, but hey, man, I'm excited. I mean, is it okay? Yeah, it's okay to get excited about your own company's products when they're really cool. And I mean, even if I didn't work at Beardbrand, I mean, I've always been a fan of Beardbrand, but I've been like, man, this is cool. I'm glad that this is a thing now.
Yeah.
So let's put that over there and make sure that it doesn't get too hurt. I don't think we need to put it back in the cellophane just a second. We can always take care of it later, whatever. Oh man, but I am excited about that. Anyway, let's recap on a couple of videos real quick though. We're gonna kind of test this out. We used to promote videos on here, but I wanted to, talk about a couple of things before we move on to the style consultations. Don't worry, I know last week we said they were slowly becoming less the focus of these things, but they're
not going away.
They're not going away.
No,
they're still
absolutely
here to stay.
not.
But in the meantime, guys, let's talk about some videos that, first of all, some ones that aired last week. We had Dominic Clayton finally on Beardbrand.
Yeah.
And he'd been on Beardbrand before in our video about masculinity.
Yeah.
We did a response
Our
to
response
bonobos.
to bonobos.
We did that, I think, end of July was when we did that response. And that was really cool. I actually really enjoyed working on that video, and I think a lot of people really enjoyed that one. And they really enjoyed seeing Dominic. It was cool to see a new face on there. So Dominic is going to be in the studio more often. We'll feature him in some new videos. I actually just talked to him before I came over to the studio to record this, and he was really interested in recording some new videos. So hopefully we can get something in the works probably by the end of this week. Maybe get something up by the next week. I don't know.
I knew Dominic before he had that big full beard. He had a
Yeah.
circle beard.
Back when he was just rocking the circle beard, and he talked about that a little bit in his initial video that he did last week, that when he was working in education, I believe he was a vice principal for a long time. It was like something like that.
Yeah,
something big for a long time, like a really long time. And they didn't let him grow out a full beard. And now that he's working at a place like Beardbrand, where everything's more embraced, it's a little bit more open. He's got that big beard now, man.
Yeah, man,
I really
good.
like that style.
Yeah.
I can't even picture him without it. It's weird, like you get used to people with a beard, or you get used to people with a certain hairstyle or glasses or whatever, and then you see them without it and you go, no, that's not the same person.
Right, yeah,
It's
yeah.
a totally different person. I actually do that a lot with our own Derek. Like here at the office,
Yeah.
whenever he takes his glass off, I'm like, who are you?
Yeah, seriously.
It looks so different. I feel like if you weren't wearing like a hat right now, like it would be like very different.
Yeah,
you know?
you'd be like, put the hat back on, man.
Yeah, right. I've gotten so used to you wearing that hat that it's become like part of you. You know what I mean? So I feel like when I eventually end of the year, it's gonna be like, oh man, Jack doesn't have that big bushy beard anymore. What are we gonna do?
Yeah, seriously. I can't. I'm actually looking forward to what you decide to do after your beard.
It was
That's
weird.
coming up soon.
It is end of October. Remember that? I mean, remember that when I first shaved it off at the beginning,
Yeah,
back in October, everyone was
do.
like, "Oh, you look like what was it? The guy from American Psycho?" Yeah, Patrick Bateman. Or no, it was Christian Bale.
Christian Bale.
Playing a character
Yeah.
named Patrick Bateman.
Yeah.
There you go.
But yeah, man. I mean, I've got a video coming out on Friday talking about what's coming next.
Sweet.
I'm not gonna spoil it in the live stream, even though I'm really tempted to. I almost did. I almost spoiled it right here. But you guys got to wait till Friday to see what's happening after this, because I have finally made up my mind on what I'm gonna do and where we're gonna go after the series ends. Okay,
Cool, man. Well, don't spoil it.
Yeah, man. We got to save something.
We can talk about it next week, though.
Yeah. Okay. Let me promote one more video that's gonna come out this week before we get into the style consultations. I know everyone's like chomping at the bit for these things at this point, but we've got another new face coming onto the channel. Okay. And he's actually someone that works right here. He's over in the main office right now. That would be our main man, Artie. Artie is the one you guys talk to in live chat. If you've ever been on our website and you need live chat support,
Yeah,
that is
go
Artie.
to beardbrand.com right now,
Mm-hmm.
and chances are Artie will pop up and chat with him. Say hello to him.
Yep. Tell him you're watching the live stream that we told you to go chat with him. Please don't waste his time though. Don't mess with him. He's got a lot of work to do. I'm almost regretting telling people to disconnect. Now I just see like a wave of people going in there with like messing with him. He's like, man, I'm trying to do
He'll
my
love
work.
it. He'll love it.
He's actually a really, really friendly guy.
But he's doing a video.
He is doing a video. He is doing a head shaving video, like a tutorial, and it was really cool. I've been editing that up today. We filmed it yesterday. I believe yesterday. Man, this week is just like a blur. What is it, Tuesday?
Today's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday all day until tomorrow.
It's
Anyway,
Tuesday, my dude.
It is Tuesday, my dude. Yeah, we filmed that video yesterday, editing it today, and that should go up by the end of this week. You guys get to meet Artie, put a face to a name. It'll be awesome. He's actually a very, very charismatic guy, and he really shows in this first video. And I'm really excited to air this one. And you'll get some cool information about, one, how to shave your head, and two, the utility bar.
I'll tell you what, Artie's probably one of the better guys that I've seen with the shaved head. And
Yeah.
not because he's got a great scalp or a great head, but his technique, he's really refined his technique.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, I mean,
He went fast. I mean, the video, the initial like full raw footage was like 20 minutes. But if you like look at just the footage of him doing the head shaving, it is like he can do that in like 3 minutes.
wow.
He is fast.
Crazy.
He does it faster than I get my cheeks down. It's
He
great.
does it every day.
I know he shaves every single day on his head, and that's incredible. That's some dedication.
Yeah.
I need to be better about that. I want to hold myself to the standard of doing my cheeks every day, but I don't think I could ever do that. That is some serious dedication, man. That is a lot of work in the morning.
Speaking about bald heads, someone had a question about your hat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What kind of hat is it?
This particular hat is a Stetson.
That's a Stetson?
This is an open road Stetson.
Okay.
And I I actually don't wear anything but Stetson. So
You wear exclusively Stetson?
yeah, it's kind of
Well,
like, you know,
hang on.
I don't wear anything but Beardbrand products.
I think I've seen you with a Gorin Brothers hat once.
I don't have one of those
Really?
yet. No. I'm trying
Was
to
it
think. If
was
I
it a
do.
Stetson from
Oh,
that shop?
You know what? You're right. It's one of
Yeah.
my flat bill.
Yeah,
hats.
yeah.
That one it says Texas on the front. That is a Gorin
That's
Brothers.
not the full on. What would you call it? Would you call that a fedora?
This one.
Yeah.
I would say it's a variant
Old
of
school
a
fedora,
Yeah, but it's more of a. I guess I would classify it more in the cowboy western.
Like cowboy hat kind of
style.
wet. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could go with that. Yeah, I could see that being home out in the old west.
Yeah.
It's a very cool one. Save any questions for the end, by the way, guys. We'll answer those at the end. All right?
Yeah, I said a quick one. So.
No, it's
That's
all
a good
good.
one.
By the way, we
That's a
did
good
not
one.
show you off yet, man.
You know, we
Dude.
do y'all's quick intro. That way we know who y'all are first.
This is us, but behind the camera, over in his official studio thing now,
running the show.
Running the
as
show.
Usual.
is Josh,
Me
looking
again.
quite blue
Look at
today.
that guy.
Yeah.
Switching out pink for blue. I don't know what's
I don't
going
know
on
how many
back
lights
there.
Back here.
But anyway, guys, we're moving some stuff around. Don't pay attention to the stuff in the back.
Yeah, don't.
But anyway, Josh is running the show, man. All right. Speaking of running the show, let's run this show into the next part of the show, and let's get into some style consultations. Oh, let me get my phone. Where's that?
So for those who are joining us, maybe brand new for the first time,
Yeah.
welcome. Number one, we hope to see you again. But number two, this is the portion of the stream where we offer style guidance. Guys
Yep.
will send in their photos of their hair, of their beard, and we'll basically just give on the spot some consultation, some guidance,
Yeah.
if you will. And something new that we're doing is one of us will alternate,
Yep.
but somebody will give a verbal description, because this what you're seeing here eventually will be available as a podcast.
Yeah, just the audio.
So we'll be able to share a description, and then we'll give the style consult. So in case you're wondering what the hell's going on, that's what the hell's going on.
Exactly. So yeah, for the people that are like listening to this, maybe at a later date. I don't know if this one specifically will be available as a podcast format, but
Yeah.
hey,
Eventually they will.
Let's prepare for everything, right? And as always, we get a minute on the phone. Eventually, we'll get a timer, maybe back here or something. But for right now, we're still going phone, a little bit old school, baby steps, guys. And we'll do, let's say, a minute for each guy.
Yeah.
Doesn't include the describing the guy, don't worry. And then once we do the style consultation, that will be a minute, at which point I will ring the gong.
Cool.
All right?
So you want to give the description on this fella first?
Absolutely. So, this gentleman right here in front of my face on this lovely monitor, he is rocking a very close crop side and a sort of pumped up look on top. Good hairline. It's actually a very good head of hair. Kind of a ginger color going on in this one. Mustache is good, goes over the lip. There is a gap in the middle, but not significant gap. In terms of the beard, shorter beard, but I'd say that's, let's say, he looks like a younger guy, so I think that's probably a month for this one. Cheek lines are very nice and sharp. Looks like he's just freshly trimmed all of his stuff. You know what? He may have just gotten out of the barbershop when he took this. Either way, take it away, man. You've got a minute on the clock.
Yeah, so
Rock and roll.
the first thing that pops up out of this for me is probably the sunset.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like this guy took a photo at the golden hour.
Yep.
Incredible hairstyle, incredible beard, good genetics. I would say, man, I don't know that I would offer any consultation necessarily,
Mm-hmm.
other than, the mustache looks like it's going over the lip. So
Yeah.
keep growing that puppy out, because, again, I kind of align with Eric in the fuller beard, fuller mustache look, but keeping good maintenance on it. Those cheek lines look awesome. Man, I would say this is your best beard for this look.
Yeah, this guy's got it together, man.
Man, yeah. I mean, we started off with the easy one.
This is one of those ones where I'm not even sure if they're looking for advice as much as they're just looking to show it off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with that. You guys can absolutely send in pictures. Be like, hey, look at this beard.
Well,
look at this
and
haircut.
the last thing I'll say is it looks like, if I were to assume, he would be using Beardbrand products in his hair.
I would
looks like
think so.
sea salt spray
Oh.
and styling balm. That'll give you that look right there.
And there's the minute. All right. Beard number 1 in the bag. Excellent.
Nice.
Now that's probably poor planning on my choice, or on my part, to put the thing over here so that only I can ring it.
That's okay.
I don't know, man.
We know for next
I like
time.
ring it.
You
All
can put it in
right.
the middle. You can put them in the couch.
Nah, that's the spot for our drinks, dude.
Well, at the table in front of you.
No, that makes too much sense. All right.
All right,
Sylvester, let's keep this
I'll
going.
give the description on this strapping lad. So I would say this guy is,
Younger?
Yeah, in his early 20s, I would assume. Great skin.
I don't know if you'd even put him that
dark
way.
hair. Lighter complexion in his skin, maybe a little like a little bit, maybe a Hispanic or of Japanese descent of some sort.
Could be.
But it does look like he would be wearing what I would call maybe a little bit of a rocking, like some patchiness in his beard. But yeah, thick eyebrows, and then some gaps in the chin area. So
Right on, man.
take it away.
1 minute on the clock. Boom. Okay. So with this guy, he is rocking the mustache and I would say either a flavor saver or a soul patch, if you're nasty. Actually, a pretty good look for this guy. If he can continue to grow that out, I think that would look really nice. Maybe go careful as he goes over the lips, because with this type of hair, it's pretty fine and it's dark too, which can be a little bit tricky as it gets longer. So make sure you're keeping it neat as this grows out, especially as you're younger. It does look like he can grow some stuff out. He actually looks like he's got a really similar growth pattern to you, Josh, in terms of where it's coming in.
Those baby patches.
Yeah, right on either side of the chin. You know what? I'm going to go out on a limb and say maybe even try growing out the chin a little bit. I like when you pair, a Van Dyke style, the mustache, the soul patch, and the goatee all together. Looks really good in my opinion. But if you do not want to grow out the chin, totally understand, man. That's up to you. In terms of the hair, it's great. Maybe throw a little bit of sea salt spray in there, get a little bit of texture going. In terms of anything else up top, man, that's actually a really good head of hair. I don't think I would cut that at all. Perfect timing.
Somebody said that might be my little brother.
Oh, yeah?
I think it was Brian. Hey,
Brian Haywood.
what's up, Brian?
What's up, Brian? How you doing, man? I see a
Member-
lot of familiar faces
yeah,
in here.
member of the
Got
Alliance.
Thomas, Nicholas Becker, Dan C. Bearded. A lot of the usual suspects are here today. Oh, we got 2 for 1, man. Sweet. All right. So, for you audio listeners out there, let me quickly NPR style narrate what's going on. So, in this picture, we have 2 people. First one appears to be a dad, and I think that is either his daughter or maybe something weird is going on back there. Either way, there's a little girl in the backseat of the car. Let's just assume that's his daughter for posterity reasons. Anyway, so with the gentleman, he's got a beard that's almost, I would call that gladiator style, where it goes all the way down to the jaw, and that's where it mostly grows. I don't know if it grows any farther up, but he's hugging the jawline pretty well. Mustache is a bit smaller, but it goes into a nice little circle beard. Hair is a pretty high hairline, but it is nice. It doesn't have any sort of high temples or anything. Close cropped on the side and a bit of length on the top. All right? Take it away, Sylvester.
All right.
1 minute.
1 minute on
Do
the
it.
clock. So like Jack was saying, there are 2 people in this photo. I'm assuming the one we're giving style advice to is the one with the beard. The first thing I would say is it looks like there's a little, I'm going to address his head hair first, is he's keeping it nice and clean on the sides. It looks like maybe about a week of growth on the side because he's rocking a fade. But I would definitely recommend this guy maybe reach for some products that are going to give his hair a little bit more of a natural look.
Oh, more
Looks
of
a little
matte.
weighed down, a little wet. But styling balm, sea salt spray might be your friend.
Yep.
And especially if you work like a blow dryer into your routine, man.
Yeah, man.
That could just give you a similar look. It'll just not look as weighed down or wet.
Yep.
But the beard looking fantastic, man.
Yeah, man.
It looks like it's what I would say is probably a corporate style beard.
Oh,
But you
okay,
can
I could go
you
with
can
that.
tell the lines are in the cheek from this photo are pretty clean, and he's keeping a pretty neat, clean neckline as well. I'd say if this is a style you're going for, man, keep rocking what you're doing. Man, these guys are getting better,
I know.
better week over week.
This is great stuff, man. And right on time as well. Uh-oh. There we go. Almost lost my comments there. I'd love to see the comments. It's fun to watch them come in as we do these. All right, let's go with the next guy then. Oh, man, look at that mustache. All right, would you take it away, Sylvester, with the description?
So this gentleman, for our audio listeners, this gentleman is a little, what I would say, more seasoned in life.
Or longer in the
Maybe a little bit older gentleman, but
Absolutely.
great looking gentleman. He's got a very gray beard. The mustache still has some of his natural color coming through, but a pretty full mustache, full beard. I would say this is about 6 to 9 months of growth.
Could
His
be
head
about,
hair is receding, definitely receding, but he's still got some about 3 inches of hair on top.
Yep.
And it's kind of parted down the middle.
It's parted, yeah, in the middle. That's interesting.
Yeah.
By the way, a couple of people mentioned we forgot to gong the last guy.
Oh, gong him.
There we go. That was sort of a lighter
Gonged
comment. Gong 'em. All right.
Ready?
1 minute on the clock. Let me get up. I'm like sinking down. I have this problem whenever I sit on couches. I'm like, ugh. You know, I'll end like this. Like, yeah, bring on the next guy.
What's in his cup?
Bring him. Come on. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I got coffee in here, man. Don't be twisting my words. All right. Okay, so 1 minute. Let's do it.
1 minute on the clock.
Let's
Here we
get
go.
it. So, first thing we'll address, other than the beard looking fantastic. Wow, that is a great beard. It is cool. I like the way it transitions from, it almost looks like it was initially blonde. You can see a little tiny speck of that in the mustache, and as it gets lower down, it turns more white. In terms of any dye or anything, I would just keep it as it is, because that's a really cool looking beard in terms of color. Mustache is looking awesome. I always love when guys put the curl in there. It looks really cool. And he's doing it in such a way that it doesn't look unnatural. Some guys will go for the full showman style, you know, be really tight, really wet looking. This guy has managed to curl his mustache in a way that looks like it almost just grows like that. You know what I mean? If I didn't know any better, if I didn't know much about mustache wax, I would say that's how his mustache actually looks. In terms of the hair, I would offer my advice in saying that maybe this guy should slick it back. I don't know, though. I'm torn on this one. I'm not a super big fan of the middle part myself. Maybe choose a side and just work with that. Oh, and there we are at the minute, unfortunately. And we'll never know. Oh,
What is going on? There you go. Gong 'em.
Gong him. Either way, good beard.
Nice.
Good style. Oops. All right. Let me describe this fellow for you. Okay. And let me take a sip of coffee. You know, I really should have thought. There's a lot of things I should have thought about. I'm trying to drink my coffee, and I'm like, ugh.
I actually don't know. I haven't seen this guy in the chat today. It's Sunny.
This is Sunny? I
Oh,
thought
this is
so.
Sunny.
This looked like Sunny. Okay, so this is Sunny. Not here today for some reason. Sorry, Sunny. Maybe if you watch this later, we can send this to you. Sunny is one of the longtime viewers of the podcast / live stream. And it looks like he's trying out some different styles. In this picture, it's a little bit hard to make out what's going on. It's a little bit lower quality, but that's okay. We can work with that. He is rocking sort of a sideburn situation going on the side, a little bit of patches on the sideburn, and a mustache, solo mustache. I can't really tell if there's any other hair besides that, besides the mustache and the sideburn. On the hair, though, it looks like he has sort of got a almost Japanese-inspired slick back into a man bun style. Very cool, and sort of a buzz cut on the side. All right, very, very thick frames on the glasses, and other than that, he has turned to the side. All right, let's do it.
1 minute on the clock.
1 minute.
All right. So, Sonny, man, this is what the first thing that pops out to me is Sonny might have a patchy beard.
Yes.
It's hard to tell from this photo. It's also hard to tell not knowing what his style and what he's going for. But based on what I'm looking at, I would say you're dealing with some patches on the cheek area.
Yeah.
So my recommendation would be, based on this photo alone, again, is I would maybe clean up the sideburn.
Yeah, I can
maybe
see
down
that.
to the where your earlobe is, and then clean it up there. Give it a nice sharp line, and then keep the cheeks pretty clean.
Yeah,
you
pretty-
can, you can
pretty
do that
neat
with
shaped.
a razor, or you can do that with a clipper.
Yep.
But if you are rocking the kind of mustache that I think you're rocking, dude, it's gnarly.
Yeah.
I dig it. It's kind of like a pencil stash almost.
Old school
pencil stash. It works great with the glasses and the hair. Again, I think that Japanese style man bun is
I like that.
killer.
I really do like that. Oh man.
But yeah, that's what I would have for Sunny.
At one point, man, we're gonna need to get like to a full 2 minutes. Isn't it weird how it's like sometimes you're like, oh man, it's already a minute, and then
Yeah.
sometimes like, oh come on, where's that minute? All right, are we getting a guest? Hello.
Oh.
Anyway, Sylvester, do you want to describe this?
Yeah,
this
let me
gentleman
describe this
for us?
gentleman. So this gentleman, I would say, is darker in complexion with his skin. Brown skin, I'd say almost Middle Eastern descent, maybe. I'm assuming, but again, don't as Jack says, don't light me up in the comments or fire me in the comments.
Don't flame us in the comments,
There you
guys.
go.
There you go.
But full beard, and I would say this beard has about 3 months of growth to it. He's got a mustache, he's got a beard, some patches right where you would expect them to be.
Yeah, right on the sides of the
underneath-
cheeks.
underneath the lip, the bottom lip, and then the head hair is kind of full head hair. Very blessed with his genetics, obviously, in his head
Absolutely.
hair, but it's kind of like swooped, maybe almost like Josh's length, is in terms of his hair.
Like push back though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's what I would say for this gentleman.
All right, man. Let's get a minute on the clock and let's do it. Man, we are already almost at 2:30. All right, or 3:30 Eastern. Anyway, so with this guy, he's got a beard. Actually, kind of man after my own heart. Smaller mustache, bigger beard. I do like the way he's wearing it, though. It's almost coming down to a point. If he wants to grow out the chin just a little bit more and get sort of a point situation going on, I think that would look really badass on this guy. Mustache is cool. If you want to keep that trimmed up, it's all good. If you want to keep it growing, try and go for let's see. Maybe a showman style curl could do this guy well. I don't know. It's a little bit thin for that, but hey, stranger things have happened. In terms of the hair, I really do like the style he's going for. I would grow the sides out just a little bit more personally. I think that's just personal preference. But I like that length. He's got a lot of great thickness in there. And whatever he's using in there, maybe a sea salt spray, it's looking really good. So continue to do that. Maybe let those sides grow out a little bit more just so it's a little bit more even, but not too even to the point where it's on just like one big collection of hair. You want a little bit of a contrast between the top and the sides. All right? Excellent. Gong 'em. Tingy. Or tinny. Tingy.
You got some stick in that one, buddy.
All right. What time are we looking at? Yeah, let's go for 2 more. Let's do this one, and then we'll do another one, and then we'll get into our topics.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Are you describing this one or am I?
I will describe this gentleman here. So this gentleman here has he's limited us with his picture, and I'll say that. He's only taken a picture from the, I'd say, eyebrows down. Yeah, eyebrows down to about the chest. All right, we're not going to talk about his chest or anything. He's wearing a hoodie. Calm down, guys. Anyway, so with the beard, that's going to be the focal point of this one, right? So he's got a mustache similar to mine, where there's a pretty decent sized gap in the middle. I'd say, think rapper Post Malone, maybe. In terms of the beard, there is a bit of a disconnect from the mustache into the beard section. Grows mostly under the jaw, a little bit very curly, actually, as you get more into the cheeks. And overall, man, it's a very curly beard, all right? Take it away, Sylvester.
Cool. I'm going to refer to your mustache as Post Malone for
the Post Malone stash.
2 corgis.
2 corgis kissing.
Yeah,
man.
so this fella, I would say, again, based on the photo you've shared with us, it's I kind of like the way Carlos put it. Maybe don't have as much hair to grow. And I'm in the same category, man. I would say this is maybe defined as a patchy beard. But at the same time, you shouldn't let that define what you want to do with your beard.
Absolutely.
I would say rock what you've got with confidence. It looks like you're doing that pretty well. But in terms of consult, what I would say is maybe consider lining up the cheek line. Some guys, can get a pretty natural line on itself.
Right.
But from what I'm looking at, I think maybe helping not too low, but maybe just following your natural line where it already is and giving it a little bit more definition.
Okay, I could get down with that.
And in terms of like the actual style itself, if this is giving you confidence, rock it with confidence. But I would probably lean more towards a little bit shorter beard.
Yeah.
So rock a little bit of a shorter beard, trim up that mustache, and like around the lip, and be looking gnarly.
Absolutely, man. All right, and we will end on this gentleman today. All right. This has a little bit of a Josh Brolin quality to him. Maybe. I'm face blind.
Yeah, you're right.
Definitely face blind, but I can see a little bit of old Josh Brolin in there.
So let me give the description on this guy.
Absolutely. Take it away, man.
As Jack was saying, a little bit of a Josh Brolin look in his features. But slicked back hair. Let's start with the top. Slicked back hair. Not straight slicked back, but kind of wet.
Yeah, definitely a wet look. Almost
Wet,
gel.
like with maybe using his fingers or a very, very wide tooth comb. And I would say he's rocking about a 1 to a 2 guard fade on the side. Almost not quite an undercut, but a pretty medium to high fade.
Yeah, like a low fade actually.
Low fade?
Yeah, because look at that. That goes all the way down to the ear.
Yeah, cool. And then
this is coming from the guy that edits fade videos all day.
So
I know a thing or two.
For the beard, what I would say is this gentleman is rocking about a 3 months worth of growth. Definitely the patches around underneath the lip area, but a pretty full mustache, pretty good genetics down the center of the face, and then not patchiness, but just a little thinner through the cheek and sideburn area.
Absolutely.
And he's also wearing a yellow shirt like Jack is today. So
yeah, mine's all like wrinkled up though because I'm slouching. All right,
ready?
Let's do a style consultation. I'm just gonna put my coffee down because I'm all out.
Take your time.
Should have gotten more coffee. All right.
Ready?
Let's do it.
1 minute
1
on
minute
the clock.
Rock and roll. Cool. So, Josh Brolin lookalike. Let's talk about you, man. In terms of mustache, I like the way it's sort of naturally curling. I think it could grow a little bit farther out. It looks like he's trimmed it so that it does not go over his lips. I would let that grow out, honestly. Not everyone likes the look of the mustache going over the lips, but I think it looks really cool. It kind of gets that quintessential beard look. If you can't grow it, though, like if it's not doing it, like, what's going on with me, it's all good, man. Keep pushing it to the side, do what you do, get those curls growing up. Now let's talk about the cheek line real quick before I run out of time. I see that it is growing up and you're getting that sort of spider web thing going up your cheek, like right in the one spot. I would lower that if I were you. I've learned that from personal experience of growing the cheeks up just a little bit too high. It can end up taking away the overall shape of your beard, and I really think this guy would look great with, the very neat, the very stylized beard. It would look great on him, and especially make sure that you're keeping track of that area underneath the jawline, because I can see stuff growing down there. In terms of the hair, maybe pick up some styling balm, man. Get that matte look going. It's the era of the matte hair. All right,
Matte and textured hair.
Matte and textured overall. Thank you, Josh Brolin. You are our last ones. Woo. One day I will get better at that. Let's bring it on in. Oh, is that what I look like? All right. Okay, here comes part of the live stream / podcast where we just sort of shoot the breeze, man. It becomes more casual.
Yeah.
Even though it was already pretty casual, we get even more casual. And I like the way we're sitting now. I like this bar sort of pushing into me. This is great. Again, should be thinking about these things for the next one. But man, why don't we get into our main topic of today, which is significant others / partners / wives / girlfriends / whatever you want to call it, and your beard. Okay, I'd made a video last Friday, and you messaged me after that one went up, and you said, hey, this was an interesting topic. Maybe we should discuss this on the live stream, get a little bit viewer feedback. And I got a lot of really cool comments on that video of what people's significant others thought of their beards. And basically what it boils down to is there is sort of like two camps of thought on this, right? There's the I hate it. My partner hates my beard and won't let me grow it. And if I do have one, they're like, no, I just can't wait till you get rid of that thing. And it's just this awful mess, right? And then there's the other side of the coin where there's people whose significant others will like embrace the beard. They love the beard. And sometimes it even goes into like they won't let them shave the beard. I've heard that before where people will say like, man, if I shave my beard, my wife would kill me.
Yeah.
It's interesting though. I mean, what does your wife think of like when you grow out your mustache or your beard or what have you? Like, I'm curious. I don't think we've ever talked about this before between the two of us.
So my wife.
My wife, for all you Borat fans.
Not my other wife, but my wife.
I haven't heard that one in a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute since you've heard that one.
Man. Vintage 2006 sayings, right?
This is the wife I pay for.
My other wife.
No, so my wife has actually always supported me. In what I decided to grow facially. It got to the point, and again, you know this, but maybe some of our viewers don't, is I did grow out a beard.
That's right. There was a picture of it on the Instagram feed,
yeah,
right?
I put it on the in the Alliance as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I did that journey, and it was an incredible journey.
Yeah.
And my wife absolutely loved it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she loved it. And it got to the point, I think, when I was ready to change things up, because I'd reached that time frame of like, okay, this is now what am I going to do next?
Right.
And I just did it one day on my own, trimmed it up, and left the mustache. Okay, so I
sort of what you have now.
Yeah, so I left the full mustache and did a beard stash. This was about 2 years ago.
Okay.
And then when she walked into the house and she saw me, she freaked out. She
really?
Kind of like almost cried.
Oh, seriously?
No, she didn't really almost cry, but
like,
she,
man.
Like she was like
upset.
She had seen me with a beard for a whole year,
right?
And then immediately after, she's just like smiled and gave me a kiss right on my cheek.
That's great.
So I wouldn't say that I have any restrictions or have experienced any restrictions from that perspective.
But it seems like there is a preferred. She does prefer you with facial hair.
Yeah, she prefers me with whatever makes me happy.
I like that.
And so, like, if I decided to shave it all off, she would probably cry, ask for a divorce, and then want to remarry me again, all within the same 5 minutes.
She goes through the motions.
Yeah.
That's interesting, man.
But yeah, no, but I know some guys who, I mean, they're just absolutely in a different position where
Yeah,
their
that's kinda where I
spouses
am.
or their
They're-
significant others just don't care for it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to badmouth my girlfriend at all, and I completely understand where she's coming from. I mean, she'd never seen me with a beard like this before, and she didn't meet me with a beard. I think that was one of the bigger things. When I met my girlfriend, I was completely shaven, and I'd been completely shaven for a while when we first started dating. When you met your wife, did you have a beard?
I
Or
didn't.
anything?
No,
It was later.
it was that came way later.
Okay.
I don't think I would grow what I could grow at that point past 2 weeks.
Really?
And then I would just shave again.
Yeah, I was sort of in that same camp. It was. I met her at a time period when I don't even know. Like, I guess I'd kind of fallen off of the facial hair train for a little bit. I was like, I'm gonna be clean or not clean shaven, like completely shaven every day, and I'm gonna try and shave all the time. And I don't know what I was going through. That's long behind me. But that is when I met her, and so I think there's this idea of like, okay, that's the person I fell in love with.
Sure.
Right?
That's fair.
And so now here I am, 10 months later into the year, I'm like a completely different looking person. It really does look like a completely different person when you have a beard that big, right? So I understand. And I think what a lot of people don't recognize is that what we're saying is not to, hold their word as like law, right? It's like if your significant other doesn't like your beard, it's not like, okay, I got to go grab the razor and get rid of it immediately. What I was trying to, get across in that video that I did on Friday was that I think that we need to take their opinion into consideration.
Yeah.
At least a lot more than a lot of guys have. It's, a lot of guys will say like, "Oh, damn the world, I'm gonna grow the beard."
Right.
And that's cool. That's completely fine because it is your beard, it is your face. You can say the same thing with your hair. It's like, okay, I'm gonna grow my hair out. Great. But I think that with the people that are important in your life, and the people that are going to see you every day and going to spend the rest of their life with you, right? I think that their opinion matters, and I think that you should take it into consideration.
Yeah, I think it's important, like you said in your video, is to sit down, talk about it, maybe agree to disagree, right?
Right.
Be respectful of one another and each other's opinions, but attain an agreement and say, hey, this is something I would like to do. And you know what? I think one of the biggest keys, and you can help me if I'm wrong here, but one of the biggest keys is how you take care of it, how you groom it,
absolutely,
how you maintenance it, using good products, right?
Absolutely.
In your beard.
Yeah.
And showing them that it's more than just, hey, I'm just growing out something on my face.
Yeah.
And
I think that plays a lot of, I'm like, here, let's bring it back to me real quick. But no, I think that's one of the things that she doesn't like about it is that when I grew out a beard, I always had it very well trimmed. I mean, it was always, a weekly situation where I'd go in with either scissors or a clipper, like a 3-guard or something like that. And I'd keep it pretty tight. And left to my own devices, I mean, I don't think that I would naturally rock something like this, given if I wasn't doing yeared. I don't know. It's just because the mustache comes in so weak right now, and because it's so curly and it's so humid here in Texas, I don't know. Left to my own devices, like I said, man, I don't think I would necessarily go with this style. I think I would keep it a lot neater. I think I would keep it a lot tighter, at least for right now. I mentioned, I think I either mentioned it in this upcoming video that's coming out on Friday or last week's video, that I think in guys' 30s, like when you hit your 30s, I think that's when you fully get into what your beard's gonna look like,
Yeah.
And that's not always necessarily the case when you have guys like Greg Brzezinski, who really didn't get the full-on beard that he has now until he was in his 50s.
Yeah.
But typically what I see is the 30s. Is that's like, okay, that's the beard. And until that point, it's a young man's beard usually. When there's a very quintessential look of a man in his 20s with a beard. It's usually the mustache is smaller. Usually it's all over the place. Mm-hmm. It's typically a much different look. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's my 2
I'm with
cents.
you on that.
Let me get the comments back. There we go.
I've also got them up there for you guys.
Yeah, my eyes aren't that good, Josh.
All right.
You've got that text like I'm reading an eye chart over there. I'm like, what does that say? Who's commenting? Who is saying bad things about me? But yeah, I would say that was my 2 cents. And unless you had anything else to add to that, I think I'd like to talk a little bit about the Alliance, man. If that's all good with you.
I think that covered it pretty well.
I think we talked about it. I mean, we're fine. We only have 15 minutes left in this thing.
Damn.
I mean, before we move on to this real quickly, man, why don't we pull our first name? Josh, will you grab that and we'll start into the Alliance real quick? So with the Alliance, I mean, for those of you who don't know, the Alliance is our private community that is still in beta right now. We're looking to launch that by the end of the month. Am I spoiling anything?
Yeah, so we haven't determined a date yet.
There's no hard date.
But it is launching. We've decided that much. And so we're still working on the date. We're working out all the kinks and making sure that it's a great experience for our community and in working on some of the back-end things.
Yeah.
But yes, the Alliance will soon be available, and I'll be able to share more of those details with you. And including a launch date.
Yep.
But for guys who don't know what the Alliance is or why it's called the Alliance or anything like that, the Alliance is basically something new that Beardbrand has really never done before.
Yep.
And it is a private community for guys that will be able to talk about beard style, hairstyle, clothing style.
Yeah, and it goes farther than that, man. I mean,
But they'll be able to talk exactly like you said about more than those things.
Yeah.
What I think is really cool and unique about the Alliance is that it offers you to connect with like-minded guys from literally all around the world. Mm-hmm. And so there's guys in there now from all around the U.S. And there's guys in there from, I think, Portugal. And
I think
Luis is from Portugal. So again, you'll be able to connect with guys from around the world in a place that's private and free from what we like to call on the internet trolls, if you will.
absolutely.
Basically, once we go live, you'll have an application that you'll fill out. It's a very short application, about 5 or 6 questions.
Yep.
And then once your application is submitted, we'll let you know and we'll invite you into the community. So, again, more details to come, but that's essentially what the Alliance is. It's a private place.
In a nutshell, and it's coming. And there are people who are like, okay, why am I not in it yet? It's because it's in beta right now, so we're just testing it with a few people right now. It's very, very small right now.
Yeah,
it's
got
going
a very
to get
limited
bigger.
amount of people in it.
Yeah,
right now.
it's going to get bigger once we launch it publicly. So there's a few people in here that are testing it out, and eventually, it'll be opened up to more people.
Yeah.
But as for right now, we just want to work out the kinks. But what I wanted to talk about was 2 things. First, I want to talk about Alliance Challenge 3, which was giving up technology for a day.
Yeah.
And I unintentionally over the weekend completed that.
Hey.
I just moved. I mean, we talked about this last week with minimalism. Like, you got to really pay attention to what's important in your life, what's purposeful. And apparently one of the things that was not purposeful in my life is getting internet set up in my new place. So I get to this new place and I'm like, okay, great. What do I do? I don't have cable. I don't have internet. I'm like, I'm like, well, I guess I'll just use this as an opportunity to disconnect. It was great. It was really great.
What was your biggest takeaway from it?
Biggest takeaway, first of all, was it's a little dicey with my job. It's a little dicey to walk away from technology for an entire day.
Yeah.
Because, there were comments that I needed to tend to, and, I needed to make sure that videos went up and all smooth and everything. Mm-hmm. But, once you get into it and kind of let your mind know that you're not going to do it today, okay? You're going to take a break. That's when it gets a little bit nicer. Yeah. And it felt good. And it was nice to get back, the next day and, check up on everyone, make sure that I could see what everyone was saying. But, overall, it's something I could see myself doing from time to time.
Yeah. I haven't completed that challenge yet.
Yeah.
But this past weekend I did have a chance to kind of partial of the day disconnect from my
get
phone
away from
and
it for a little bit.
Get out of Austin for I would say a good 8 hours.
That's nice.
And just kind of drive with my wife and went out for a very long drive, and I honestly forgot that I was even
connected to social media,
to social or anything. I was just out in the hills of Texas.
Yeah, it's nice. Sometimes you definitely need that. Just get away from it.
Yeah, man.
There's something about just being away from it for a while.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But we don't want to tease that too much because, not everyone is in the alliance right now, so we don't want to be like, oh, look at this thing you can't touch. This is ours.
I went without internet for 3 months once.
Really?
At the house, yeah.
Oh,
So
at the house. I was going to say, in general?
No,
I'm like,
not in general.
Holy cow, man.
But I also had unlimited data on my phone. So,
okay, well.
But I didn't have like my TV and internet, access to all my favorite shows.
Yeah.
And
That's
it
the
was
thing is I
interesting.
want to come home and I want to be able to like watch a movie or something like
Yeah.
that, get the Netflix going. Because I'm not really a cable guy, so
Yeah.
it's like.
You're not Larry?
Not Larry the Cable Guy, no. Anyway, speaking of Josh, do we have a winner? Oh, I see.
do.
I see. We have the thing up there.
Josh Young.
Josh Young. Hey, not
the
Josh.
winner.
Josh Young,
Josh
you are
Young is
the
winner number 1. Let's wait to gong him until he's here. Let's give him a little bit of time. I'm not sure what the delay is today on whatever the live stream internet
Yeah,
is.
and I just want to make a quick comment.
Yeah, what's up, man?
For those guys are in the comments talking about Alliance and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and how they're upset they're not in there yet.
Oh, are the people upset? Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
we wish we could include everyone at once. We really do. But we're keeping it small so that we can work out the kinks before we spread it
Yeah,
to everybody.
yeah,
Exactly.
We still
absolutely.
want everyone to feel like it's a bad experience. So we want to make sure that we have the right people in there to vet it and then get it up to speed
Absolutely.
and get the engine going, make sure it's all cleaned out before we allow everyone else to come. into
Absolutely.
Yeah, we-
Now, let me gong in
Well
Josh
said,
because I just
Josh.
saw he was here. Congrats, Josh. You are winner number 1. All right.
Fun.
We should
Winner
probably
number
call
2.
another name too, real quick. We only got 9 minutes left on this bad boy. We might be
Alright.
going overtime today, folks.
this. Yeah, I don't know.
Strap
Alright.
in. Yeah, if you want to call another one real quick.
Yeah, let me just type it out.
It's I don't think we're gonna have time for questions today. It's too bad.
We might be able to take one.
Maybe we'll take a few questions at the very end.
I'm going to mispronounce this, and I really apologize.
Yeah, man.
Anita Petrusevic.
Actually, I see them right there. They are right there. So,
Yes.
Anita, you are winner number 2.
Hey, congratulations.
Congratulations,
Anita.
winner number 2. Sweet. Number 2 winner. See, there's a delay. I guess people just now heard us. Anyway,
Do we want to answer a few questions? We can table some of those
yeah,
unless it's something important.
we can definitely table some of the stuff that we were going to
Yeah.
talk about. Let's take some questions real quick.
Let's take some questions.
If you guys got questions, throw them in the chat now. Otherwise, we'll just kind of hang out. And we got, 8 minutes left. It's coming to an end. I'm getting nice and tired, nice and exhausted after this. It's like it really is like a sprint, man. Sometimes, you're like, oh my gosh, it's time for the live stream. It's time for the live stream. You get here, then you calm down, and you just by the end you're nice and tired, you're nice and chill, and then it's ready. It's time to go
something
home.
we actually look forward to this.
I really do.
every week.
It's
I know I
become
do.
a thing, yeah. And especially now that we've got this studio, we're not in anyone's way anymore.
Yeah.
It's really coming together. I'm really looking forward to finally, starting to build this out to its full completion because we're definitely getting there. I can't believe what this place looked like 2 weeks ago. There was like nothing here.
Yeah, you guys, the team has
It
done
moved
such a
pretty
great job.
fast. And it's cool that, we've got some old Beardbrand relics. This was one of the couches that we did the very first stream on.
Yeah.
Back when it was just Eric.
Oh, that's right.
And it was just the phone. Remember
Yep.
that
Yep.
original one we did out in the middle of the office, and we had people come in and just sit. I was like, hey, this is whoever. They do this. It's weird to finally come here and we've got this full setup. We can see ourselves now and we can see text. We have the intro music and everything. It's great.
Yeah, man.
But now I'm just killing time with this time. Anyway, we got a classic monkey question right there. Oh no,
Okay.
don't go away. I have a question for you both. What is your guys' favorite Beardbrand top 3 products? Sylvester, do you want to take that away?
Yeah. Top 3 products. Number 1 product for me is going to be beard oil.
Okay.
Timeless, as you've called it. It's
Yeah.
the quintessential product. It's the
like
backbone
the
of the
gateway
industry.
product. It's the one that everyone originally gets into.
I like beard oil simply because it's the purest way to take in any fragrance. And
Yeah.
if there's anything that I love more about Beardbrand products is the fragrance in the gold line.
Yeah.
I love all 3 of those fragrances, but in the gold line, and I also love tea tree in the silver line. I love, hell, I love Tree Ranger and I love Spice Citrus
Yeah, it's
too.
I like all of them.
But my top favorite right now is Temple Smoke, and
Mine too.
and I love when I put that on. It just creates this just brings this feeling of, it's a part of my day and it's a part of getting ready.
Mhm.
So beard oil number 1, product number 2 would have to be,
It's tough, isn't it?
it is tough. Product number 2, I'm gonna actually have to go with the utility bar.
Yeah, I think I'd be right there.
Honestly, I've had some time to play with it and work with it enough to say this is my favorite product of mine.
Yep.
So the utility bar. If you weren't here earlier in the stream, I had a chance to travel with that bad boy, and it's super easy, convenient, just to take one product with you to cleanse yourself while you're traveling. Incredible. Third one I would have to say is our pocket comb.
That's a good one. Actually, I wasn't even thinking about that.
Pocket comb is going to be my third favorite. Top 3 right there. Again, 1, beard oil, 2, utility bar, and 3, the pocket comb. You can't get better than the Italian acetate we use on our pocket combs.
Absolutely, man.
They're handmade in Switzerland. I mean, hell.
It's good stuff.
It's a fine product.
Absolutely.
So
let me quickly rattle off mine. First one, definitely beard oil. That's my favorite. That's what got me into Beardbrand, right? Second one, maybe utility bar. Let's go utility bar second, and then third, utility balm. I really like utility balm, especially when I'm traveling to Florida. I use that over beard oil, especially because it's really humid down there, especially this time of year. Eric, come on, man. You still got time for a cameo. I see Eric Banholtz in the comments. You still got time to hop on over. Run. Yeah, run.
He's got long legs. He'll be here fast.
I saw another question I wanted to answer real quick. It's not so much a question. It's just something someone proposed. And that was, I think it was Bart that asked this. He said, are any of you guys confused or surprised at the colors that your beard ends up becoming? Not necessarily just gray or white or whatever as you get older, but I'm saying like he thought his beard was going to be black and it came in red when it actually grew out. And that's actually something that happened to me. It was mine. I thought it was going to be brown, and then it started coming in like almost like a ginger color in some parts.
Same.
I hear some keys jingling. I think we're going to get a cameo. But yeah, man. So with beards, you're essentially going to see pretty much all the colors in your genes of basically your makeup of that you didn't necessarily get. Oh, here comes the cameo time.
Yeah.
We'll hold that thought, guys.
Here,
yeah, we're on air. Come on in. Come sit down. Be like the old school live stream. Get yourself a mic.
Y'all can all pile in there.
We're talking about.
This seat is warm.
Let's get all 3 of us in here.
Jeez,
Sylvester,
generating some heat.
So Eric, we were talking about surprising colors in your beard. You know, a guy was asking. He thought his beard was going to be black, and it ended up becoming red when it grew out. So, I mean, that's something that I think a lot of us deal with. We're not sure. Oh, there you go. Now you got your own little tag.
Nice.
It's something that a lot of us have to deal with in terms of not knowing what color is really going to be in your beard. But it really comes down to your genetics. Like, you're going to see every part of your genetics really come out in the beard. It's going to try you, man.
I don't want to be
You're
too
gonna lay
tall
down?
for you guys.
Here, I can swipe.
I was really like making you guys uneven here.
No, I can fully embrace what I was joking about at the beginning.
I was. Now you're making me go even lower.
No, I can sit up. I'll tell you this, though, man, we're gonna need a bigger couch if we get this many people in
You
here.
want a booster seat over there?
Josh, you want to lay across all of our laps?
Then
this
who
is
would run
great.
the stream?
Nah, the stream will run itself. Let's go. Anyway, so basically, Bart, it's just something that we all have to deal with. It is surprising. It is interesting. It is weird. But it is your genetics at play, man.
Yeah,
Did you?
I actually have 2 gray hairs come out on my stash. It's like 2 or 3, and I'm actually really looking forward to more.
I think it looks cool. I think it's a good look. It's kind of a, the skunk stripe kind of thing. But anyway, let's call one more winner out before we get out of here, guys.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Let's do winner
Who's gonna
number
be the
3.
winner?
Everyone wants you to come on.
It's like a sauna in here.
It's getting warm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that AC not like working?
I
the
don't
way it
know.
should?
The fan is on, but I'm toasty back
Yeah,
here.
it is getting
Jeez.
balmy in
Yeah.
here. I will say that. That is one thing that
Once
I'm going
this camera turns off, we're getting naked in
Yeah,
here.
exactly. It's going to get really interesting
Yeah.
after this. We're going to go to a different streaming site after that.
Oh, you turned it off.
I turn it back on.
That's all I'm saying.
Turn it off and back on. Anyway,
Let's do. Yeah, exactly. That's the news stream after the stream, guys.
Look at that glow that's going on Jack right
I
now.
know, God. Oh,
Dude, we
right
can
there.
see.
sweating.
I'm sweating over
Use
here.
your
Evan F
forehead as
is
a
winner
mirror.
number 3.
Evan F is winner number 3, man.
Oh, Evan
We're just
Essence.
Evanescence, yeah. Evan F, are you here, man? I'm just losing my mind. This is what happens when it gets warm. We used to deal with it being too cold in the stream room.
Drinking coffee.
Yeah, that's right. That was a bad move. I should have gotten iced coffee. No wonder I'm so sweaty.
What, you got a silver platter? What's up with that?
I don't know what's going on with that. That was just in here when I got in here. I've literally got my coffee on a silver platter right now.
All right, fancy boy.
Yeah, I would reach for it to get it, but I'm too lazy at this point.
So is Evan in there? Did he?
Evan,
Yeah, he said thanks.
Evan, you are in
Oh,
here.
good.
Woohoo!
Dude, where'd the gong thing go? There it
Gong
is.
to bong.
There we go. That's winner number 3. Oh, guys, oh man, we're actually right on time. Guys, that is the stream for this week. Oh man, it
I'll let
turned
you
out to
say
be a
goodbye,
hot
Sylvester.
one. Oh, that's not Sylvester. Eric, thank you for stopping by. Sylvester, thank you
Give
for
it
being
up for
here,
Eric
man.
Benholtz,
Yeah,
ladies
man.
and gentlemen.
Give it up for Josh for running the stream.
it up for Josh
Randa for
Lawson.
sitting there. I don't really know what you're doing. But she did not get on camera. It's not. Yeah, Randa was here the whole time, guys.
She's been hoping to answer comments.
She's been
There's
here.
Randa.
She's new Josh.
Don't call her Rhonda because she'll get mad.
She'll get mad. And don't call her anything else, too, because that's not her name.
Yeah, exactly.
I know I've been guilty of that.
And don't sing that song either.
Which song?
Oh no.
There's a song?
Don't call-
There's a
Yeah.
song about you?
Oh no, not about Randa, but about like names.
Oh.
That's not my name. By
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I know this.
by something or other.
Yeah, some name. Yeah. Anyway, guys. Thank you for joining us. This has been the Tuesday live stream / podcast. Congratulations to our 3 winners. We will be getting you guys your gift cards very soon. Other than that, we got to run. We'll see you this time next
Hey, we'll
week.
see you next week.
And
Stay
let's
well.
end off with a gong. Keep on growing. Tinny.